morning, everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about the skeletal, muscular, and intermercury systems. Locomotion is movement. Some advantages of locomotion are being able to find food and water, finding shelter, finding a mate, and escaping danger. The three systems required for locomotion are skeletal, muscular, and nervous systems. The skeletal system supports the body, protects internal organs, allows for movement, stores minerals, and is the site of blood cell formation. Ligaments are connective tissue bands that attach bone to bone at your joints. They attach one bone to another so that your knees can bend, for example. The three main types of bones are long bones, microscopic bones, and bone tissue and feedback mechanisms. Long bones are made out of red marrow, yellow marrow, and periosteum. Red marrow/spongy bone produces your blood cells. Yellow marrow, also known as compact bone, stores your fat. Periosteum is a tough membrane that covers the outside of the bone. It produces new bone cells called osteoblasts for growth and repair. It is a point of muscle attachment. It contains blood vessels and nerves. Microscopic bone is made of osteoblasts, osteocytes, osteoclasts, and Haversian cannals. Osteoblasts are cells that build bone. Osteocytes are mature bone cells that are embedded in solid bone. Osteoclasts are cells that break down bone. Haversian cannals carry blood vessels and nerves throughout the compact bone. Bone tissues' feedback mechanisms are controlled by hormones. Parathyroid hormone is released when blood calcium levels are low. Osteoclasts are activated to break down bone and release calcium into the blood. So parathyroid makes it so that you get more calcium in your blood. Calcium is needed for proper muscular and nerve functions. Calcitonin is released when blood calcium levels are too high. Osteoblasts are activated to make bone and thus store the calcium. So the calcium goes from being in your blood to making up new bones. In this way, homeostasis is maintained in the body. Parathyroid and calcitonin hormones maintain homeostasis by working together. Osteoporosis occurs when bone is broken down more quickly than it forms. It causes brittle bones and homeostatic imbalance. Cartilage is flexible, fibrous, and elastic. It provides flexible support to ears and the tip of your nose, flexibility in joints in your ribs, and cushioning inside your joints, which, for example, in your knee. So in an embryo, skeletons are made entirely of cartilage. Children's skeletons are made of cartilage and bone. This allows for quicker growth and replacement. Ossification is the making of new bone. As long as the growth plate is cartilage, bone can continue to grow in length. Adults have little cartilage except for at your joints. There are 5 main types of joints. Suture joints are joints that connect bones that have become fixed and immovable. An example is the skull. The ball and socket joint allows the greatest amount of movement. It is in the hips and your shoulders. The hinge joint allows for movement in only one direction. It is the knee and elbow. A gliding joint has many bones with a small amount of movement between each one. An example is the wrist. The pivot joint allows rotating movement, and it is the part of the elbow that allows the hand to turn over. It is in the radius and the humerus. Muscles allow us to move by pulling on our bones. Visceral or smooth muscle carries out involuntary movements in your internal organs such as your stomach, your uterus, and blood vessels. Cardiac muscle has involuntary control. It is tireless and striated, meaning that it has stripes. So cardiac equals stripes. It is tireless, Okay, it is only found in the heart. You have to know that. The cardiac muscles are only found in the heart. You should, because you speak English, but yeah. Anyway, so skeletal muscles are voluntary control. It is quick to respond and quick to tire. It is striated and attached to bones. All skeletal muscles contain fast twitch and slow twitch fibers. Fast twitch fibers are used for speed and quick movement. Only glucose is used for energy for these fast twitch fibers. They can switch to anaerobic respiration and build up lactic acid. When this happens, they burn up and then cramp. Slow twitch fibers are slow to respond and slower to tire. You can use protein and fat for energy. It is important for endurance. Aerobic exercise is steady with low intensity. It strengthens the heart, lungs, and increases the blood supply to the muscles. The size of muscle cells can be increased by resistance training like weightlifting. This does not increase your endurance. Tendons are connective tissue that bonds your muscle to your bones. So, tendons, if you remember. So, muscles can only contract and relax. They can pull, but they cannot push. This allows for movement in one direction only. One direction. Only muscle group bends or flexes a joint. Another group straightens or extends a joint. An example of this process is in the elbow. The biceps contract to bend the elbow. The triceps contract to extend the joint while the biceps relax. Because these muscles cause a joint to move in two different ways, the biceps and triceps are called antagonistic pairs of muscles. A muscle can pull, but it cannot push. Therefore, they must be present in antagonistic pairs. Osteoporosis is brittle bones. Anabolic steroids mimic the male hormone testosterone and encourage muscle development. Side effects of steroids in males include severe acne, heart disease, baldness, and roid rage. In females, steroids may cause an increase in masculine features like facial hair, baldness, and deep voice and irregular periods. Skin acts as a barrier against dehydration and infection, regulates your body temperature, removes waste products, and protects against UV rays from the skin. The layers of skin are epidermis, dermis, and hypodermis. The epidermis is made of inner layers of living cells and outer layers of dead cells filled with the protein keratin. This gets no blood supply. It protects the layers of the intermediary. The dermis allows for perception of the environment. It has a blood supply so that it can help maintain body temperature. It has sweat glands for excretion to help cool the body. The hypodermis provides insulation with fat. Nails are made of dead skin cells filled with keratin that's produced at the base of the nails. Hair is made of dead skin cells filled with keratin that are produced on the hair follicles. Pigments cause the color of your skin. Melanin makes brown, keratin makes yellow, and hemoglobin makes pink. Everyone who's not albino has a combination of all three pigments. So you got melanin, keratin, and hemoglobin. That's in all of us. Melanin is produced in dermal cells called melanocytes. Melanoma is the most serious type of skin cancer, and it is caused by mutations in your cells, in your melanin cells. So, the problems that you can get with your skin. Acne occurs when hair follicles become blocked by sebum, which is oil of the skin from your hemoglobin glands. Also, it can be blocked by dead skin cells and bacteria. An itch happens when a neural pathway in your skin is activated. Skin cancer is abnormal growth of skin cells. Balding happens when your hair follicles they stop producing hair. So, no more hair for you. And that is all that we have on the intermediary, the skeletal, and the muscular systems. I hope this helps you study. Bye.